はいどうも。脳天気系男性 Vtuber やつのHakuyaです。Good afternoon, everybody. It's your Sun Raven VTuber, Yatano Hakuya. Once again, and it looks like my chat box is. Oh wait, no, it's broke. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I thought my chat box was broken again, but it's right there. Very, 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 very good. Good evening, Dank. I mean, is it evening? I guess. Wait. I guess it's evening time for you then. For me, it's still the afternoon. But yes, hello, 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 greetings. Oh, hello there, Sayogano. Oyasumi? Are you going to bed already, Sayo? It is evening in Ottawa indeed. I see. Wait, Ottawa. I thought you lived in Quebec. Ottawa? That's not Quebec. That's like right in the middle, isn't it? But yeah, it is no longer evening time. As you can see, looking at the back here, there's no Aurora Borealis. In this part of the country, in this room situated behind my window. If you cross the river, it's Quebec. Oh, I see. Mako, hello. Is that a dinosaur? Yeah, I don't understand these YouTube emotes. They're kind of strange to me. Cause like even people on YouTube don't use them that much. So they're kind of strange, don't you think? This is a Pog, right? Is it a Pog? Isn't Pog like a Twitch only meme? Do people use Pog outside of Twitch? It's a Twitch emote. Exactly, it's a Twitch emote. Do people use Pog outside of Twitch? I'm not sure they do. It's PogJamp from Steven Universe creator. Wait, so the Steven Universe creator drew this dinosaur emote. Ah, I see. It definitely looks CalArts. It's a reptile with its mouth open. You're kidding. No, don't say that. I'm too gullible. I'm way too gullible. But yeah, how's everyone's day been going? I basically just started my day. I had if you looked at my Twitter, I had a dream where I was being mentally assaulted by my respected mentors. And once I woke up from that dream, I wanted to stay in bed. I wanted to go back to bed. I wanted to go back to sleep so I could confront my mentors and tell them they're wrong. You're wrong about me. You're wrong. I haven't done anything bad. My path is the right path. You are sorely mistaken. You're just You might be logical. You might be right, but you're not correct, or something like that. You might be correct, but you're not right. my Shiro logic. But yeah, that was I spent maybe 3 hours in bed trying to go back to sleep to fight Shadow Yatano, the owner of the Millennial Austral Borealis puzzle. Oh my goodness. Fighting Yami Yatano. Yami Hakuya. Dark Hakuya. Oh, you know what? Since I have my camera here, yeah, I wanted to just show something off. Because I forgot to show it off the other day when I was doing my hand cam stream, but I'll show it off now. Let's hope this works. Wrong place. Alright. We'll get out of the way. So yeah. This is a keychain given to me by my emote artist. MD Maple _ She drew my emotes like quite a long time ago, but I really liked them, and they're the same emotes that I have on my Discord. And when I met her at Anime North, she gave me this alongside a bunch of stickers and her cards. I misplaced this thing, so I didn't show it off during my hand cam stream the other day on Twitch. But yeah, she also VTubes on Twitch. It's mdmaple_. Yeah, it's really nice. Like the quality of it, it's not bad. And I have quite a lot of keychains, and I've seen high quality ones, and this is one of the better ones. You know, the acrylic is pretty thick. I'm not sure if it's double-sided or not, but it's not printed on the outside. It's actually inside, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, MD Maple. And I don't know, it was kind of sweet that she gave me that. Alright. That's enough hands for one stream. This is not a hand cam stream, so you will not see my hand anymore. Yeah. My shadow self was telling me that I shouldn't be doing hand cam streams. That I shouldn't let anyone ever see me. They were saying it was wrong for me to go around and meet people, and I'm like, no. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. There's nothing wrong with what I did. Hand cam streams are fine. Reject the 2.5. No! No, it's okay to do my hand cam streams. There's nothing wrong with hand cam streams. You'll never tell me that there's something wrong with them. How often do you plan on doing hand cam streams? Only when necessary, really. It's only really when I have something I want to show off, personally, or if I'm doing Gunpla build streams. And I do plan on doing Gunpla build streams. Shadow Yatano is trying to harvest your dark energy to summon the dark god of Hikikomori. I don't know, am I still Hikikomori? Even though I'm going out and touching grass? I mean, in between touching grass, I'm only staying home. I'd never go outside, but I leave my home quite a bit, I think. I've been leaving my home, and unfortunate to say, I think I'm gonna leave again. I'm gonna leave again for like a week for Off-Kai, and then I'll be back, and then I'll leave again for Anime Expo. So I'll be going around quite a bit. I'll be going on, I guess it's a hiatus. You know what? I don't want to go on hiatus. I don't want to go on hiatus again. I don't want to be gone for 3 weeks again. You know, before I did my stream on I think Friday? Or no, Thursday. Last Thursday. I had been gone since May 17th. 17th or no, May 11th. I'd been gone for half a month. It was pretty bad. I don't want to leave you guys alone for such a long time again, so when I go on my next trips, I'm gonna try to bring some of my streaming equipment so that hopefully I can do 1 or 2 streams. Just, you know, a simple chat streams, no gaming. I don't think my laptop can handle it. I'll just do some simple streams, or maybe even just a Twitter space, though Twitter spaces are a little bit harder. I don't have any way to chat with you guys. I guess I could make like a YouTube room, and then have you guys chat in there, and then I'll respond through the Twitter space, but I've never done Twitter space before. It's a little bit, how would you say it? I feel it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary for me to do a Twitter space. Oh, hello there, Sherry. How's it going? Is this your first time visiting my YouTube? Yeah, we're gonna be doing NeuroCloud. We're gonna do the Sad Boy, the rest of the Sad Boy event today. Hopefully, I can finish it all. I know my sister Kuruko, I think she took three streams to finish it. I'll try to do it in 2. We're already halfway through. We're already halfway. Done with Fuyo and Pochi Twitter space. Chat room, but on Twitter. Yeah. You put a chat room either in your Twitter, or you link one to your YouTube, and then you have people chat on your YouTube while you read it, and then you talk through Twitter space. I don't know. Twitter space seems like a lot of self-rambling, and I'm not sure if I have what it takes to do that just yet. You know? I'm not quite sure. Remind me of a VTuber I remember. Which VTuber? Which VTuber? Tell me which VTuber. A lot of other VTubers have these rules saying, oh, don't mention other VTubers. Do I have that rule? Do I have that rule on me? Don't mention other VTubers. No, I don't have that rule. Mention other VTubers. It's fine. It's totally okay. You know? I don't mind if you mention other VTubers. As long as it's like somewhat on topic, right? Don't mention someone else out of nowhere, right? Mention someone else if it's like relevant to what we're talking about. It just reminds me of a graduated one in design. A graduated one in design. From Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Anyways, let's begin. I don't want to do too much Zatsudan because there's going to be a lot of reading. There's going to be a lot of reading today. And I don't want my throat to just hurt before I finish the event. So let's move over. Let's move over. All right. And gotta move my windows over. I need a better way of doing this. We're gonna have them all on one screen. And okay, so which story were we at? This is 7. We've read Trial already. So we're gonna do 2 challenge missions. Alright, let's do that then. Okay, let's go. Let's I do not have enough expansion. 一緒に狩りをしよう. Oh, hello there, Yui. It's been a while. How have you been? So here we got crime and punishment. Let's kick their asses. Doing good. I'm settling down after all the excitement that was at Anime North. Wait, no, that's bad. Don't kill this person. Oh, no, they're dead. Shoot. They shouldn't have died. Oh, that's fine. Was it fun? Oh, absolutely. I don't know if you probably weren't around when I was doing my Anime North overview stream on Thursday. But yeah, I talked about quite a bit. It took 3 hours to get through everything I did. And all the people I met. It was certainly a very fun convention. Yeah, there was a lot of very kind people I met at Anime North, and I'm very grateful that they were, you know, so open to receiving me, even though I'm just some random person from a faraway land. There you go, there. Right. Yeah, we visited some of them back on Twitch. Oh yeah, we did. Who did I raid? I think I raided Yasushi Pandoru. He's pretty cool. He's a good singer. Maybe someday I can be as good a singer as him. Well, it'll be a while. Because of my voice debuff. I won't be able to sing good for quite a bit. Aqua 2, yeah. Did Pandoru... Wait. I guess I raided into Aqua on a different night, didn't I? My memory is quite poor. So often find it very difficult to recall exactly what it is I did. What exactly did I do? What exactly is it that I did? Yeah, Aqua was there. I didn't talk to Aqua all that much. But I did watch Aqua's performances and they were pretty amazing. Lots of very talented VTubers over at Anime North. We didn't stream that night, but we just went, me and you. Oh yeah. I guess so. I guess we all did end up in Aqua's stream, huh? Okay, this is not working out. Yeah, I can't find a way to get Tsuyoi and Delacy to work well together. What if I try doing this instead? It's not that odd to see a VTuber in another stream, even if they don't stream that day. That's true. That's true. I spend a lot of time going into other people's streams. Sometimes I wonder if I'm being a little bit too intrusive. And maybe if I should just shut my mouth. I know some people don't appreciate it. Like they think you're trying to curry favor on stream. Or like, you know, clout chase. I'm not particularly afraid of that. I know some people will have that sort of line of thinking. I mean, we're all VTubers, it's natural that we're interested in each other's content. I don't think that's too strange. Okay, we need to get rid of something. I guess we don't need healing. Bastion building either. Oh great, the bosses. There's too many of them. You're too damaged, Tsuyoi. You're way too damaged. Actually, no, wait, this can work. Oh, that's great. My medic just died. Not amazing. But yeah, like I said last time, Tsuyoi's character, this dude, he looks just like my mama. Very, very interesting coincidence. I can't stop thinking about it. Every time I see Tsuyoi's face, all I can think about is that he looks like my mama. Ah, General Dank. That's a very funny looking typo. I know it's autocorrect, isn't it? Let's see. Full combo. I think I might have to start using my A team. Because these are all my new characters and they're kind of... I'm not really doing them with any sort of team comp. So it's not super effective. That being said, Falcon over here is really strong. Stupid, yeah, Min's graph. I should just put it on my profile now. I don't know why I don't do it. I'm sure some people will be like, oh, you need to credit your artists and whatnot. And yeah, I know. I don't know, something just doesn't feel right. I don't feel like I really deserve it. I don't feel like I want to, how do I say this? I don't want myself attached to... I don't want my work attached to his name because like I don't think my quality is that high. I don't think my quality is that high. I feel like I'll just drag down his name if I put down his credit on there. People would be like, oh, it's Min's graph. And then they'll look at me and they'll see that my streams are kind of boring. I don't want that. You know. I'm sure people will be like, no, no one thinks that, but it's how I feel. Ranged unit deals damage with normal attack 5 times. Apply Nyx Flame. What's Nyx Flame? Each stack causes the target to lose equal to 10% of the highest hash rate on the field per person. What? Equal to 10% of the highest hash rate on the field per second. I guess that means it can even deal... It will deal damage based on the enemy's hash rate too. That's pretty good. Let's do some more healing. Yeah, this team comp is struggling. It's struggling hard. So what if I did this instead? Okay, let's try this. Everything's shiny. I can't see what's going on at all. You, move back. Lurking as I walk, realizing I didn't do any dailies. The dailies. I haven't actually finished my dailies yet. I was in the middle of doing them before I started stream. Yeah, gotta get those dailies done. Fully healed. I just realized I didn't use any of my overclocks. Let's do that now. Same function card. What do we want? Let's get more Nyx Flame. This is Ashen. When specialists use a skill, they deal derivative damage equal to their hash rate to all enemies. Purgatorious Ciphers. When a sniper deals damage a normal attack to an enemy with Nyx Flame status, deal additional... Okay, this is good. Let's see, what else can we do? This one just increase HP. Well, you know Naki from Prism is made by the same mom as Nazuna from Vishoujo and Ayane from... No, I didn't know that actually. I have not been keeping track of all the VTuber mama relations for a while now. You know, back in 2020 and 2021, it was really easy to do that. But these days, there's just too many VTubers that it's hard to do. So I guess in that sense, maybe there's already so many men's graph kids. There's already so many men's kids that it won't matter if I put myself on there. All her other creations are a big hit, massive, but Naki's a small one. I see, I see. I wonder how Naki feels about that. Is she the same as me? What do I do? Blast him. So really, in my perspective, just put your name. Yeah, I guess so. I like how this boss is just standing here because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Yeah, Min's has a lot of kids. Something like in the probably the double digits now. And I don't think I'm even the only Min's boy. I think there's another one. I'm not sure if they debuted yet, but I knew that they're on the way. Min's talked to me about it a while back ago. Part 8, Creation. Man makes things, and things make God. Let's do some reading. Guys, you ready for story time? Because I love story time. Ascension Sector. Admin Center, Articulation Avenue. The formerly flush avenue was now permeated with holes. Masses of sanctifiers, like sharks to the scent of blood, streamed toward the admin center, attacking nearby agents of the Ascension Sector. Drag that bastard out of the admin center! In stark contrast to the cacophony of war-making, the air within the sector seems to suspend itself above the buildings, as if heralding something's arrival. Crime! Tell me where the energy distribution blockade is. I can feel, touch it. In that instance, in the sector's skies, a shapeless blade of air screamed past. Punishment, move! The smoke concealing a building on the edge of the battlefield disperses, revealing a colossal divide in the structure. Punishment was sprawled out in its center, chassis supported by an assortment of chains, a sight for sore eyes. Nah! Punishment felt her throat pirouette, spewing out a mouthful of marbled energy fluid, discharging it all over Crime, rushing over to offer assistance. The latter subconsciously offered the sleeves of their garments. Out of the way! Look out! Ahead! An onyx lance of monstrous size hurtled out of the smoke. Punishment wrenched Crime out of the way, along with herself before that shadowy limb of death could find its mark. Ah! The lance's head made its presence known on Punishment's right arm, spiraling back into the realm of soot and smoke from whence it came. Punishment! Stay away! Beware! Surroundings! Beneath the ground, chains surged, Crime and punishment remained in offensive stances, warily watching the midst of the smoke cloud. Oh, something's happening. Crack, crack, crack. Fragmented building blocks fell to the ground in succession. In the ever-rising smoke and dust, the behemoth's silhouette became clearer and clearer. Impossible. This is... Punishment? This is it, crime. This is what we were looking for. The space previously containing the admin center had been erased. A gigantic crater now in its place. An immense figure arose from within, bearing an almost human-like skeletal structure. Viscous blue fluid, convulsed and twisted where musculature should be, gradually assembling flesh and sinews in shapes similar to a grid. The stardust-colored protoplasm shuddered and chattered in the air, slowly contracting. The liquid settled upon the scaffolding, forming a thin layer of lining on the flesh's surface. The very same image seen in the factory's rooms. Then you have the Mamala Grocery, which all her creations are cursed. They either graduate or go, oh yeah! Poor Rosuri. Every single one of her creations seems to just go poof. It's really unfortunate. I wonder why that happens. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to, I guess, network based on their mamas. And like, I certainly want to do that too, right? I want to talk to other men's kids. So I wonder if people were, if anyone's looking at Rosuri and seeing everyone, you know, graduate or go on hiatus and then think, you know, they don't have any other kids that I can network with. Because that would really be a shame. You know, that really would be a shame. The creation's colossal frame covered the entire domain. Towering buildings were mere toys to it, and the agents and sanctifiers engaged in their firefights were even lesser. Her biggest hit is one of the 12 models of Iron Mouse. Wait. Oh, she made one for Iron Mouse. But like, I can't keep track of Iron Mouse, okay? Iron Mouse has so many models, I can't keep track. Great creation. How should I make this sound? Okay, let's try something like this. How's that? Disordered and chaotic sounds rang out, ethereal and phantasmal, yet like the tolling of a grand and stately bell. With these tumultuous sounds, a veritable storm of operans was unleashed. Now that the proof of guilt sees fit to reveal its presence, true judgment shall be passed. Clang. Forcing down the reverberations coming from his weapon, Suyoi lunges once more towards the sanctifier in front of him. Warning, this action will be listed as blocked here as well. Suyoi sent the sanctifier in front of him flying, but more took its place. Concentrated fire forcing him back, he retreats to a piece of cover further back. I'm back. You went out helping agents again. Didn't I tell you to sit still and wait for me? I can't just sit here and do nothing. I'm not going to sit there and watch them be gunned down by those sanctifiers. Torso surface dissolved, inner coating heavily damaged. Limb replacement won't do the job. She needs surgery immediately. I do not need surgery. I can continue fighting, whether it be as a shield or bait. DeLacy did not answer, her hands still working away with the doctor's tools. thought you'd at least respond. You're right, Sue. We don't have the right to interfere in what commands agents here follow. Bodily help is the best I can do for them. So what's the sitch? Found anything about where Linny might be? No good. It's all sanctifiers up ahead. And with those 2 special intermediates, I suspect the admin center might already be. In any case, take the agents you rescued with us. We're moving. What about Linny? When you've found a safe spot, I'll head over myself. No, that's too risky. Even if you get it some sort of... Lynn's not necessarily in trouble. She might just need someone to go pick her up, alright? But if the administrator needed Linny for purposes of making that monster, she was successful, and Linny still hasn't gotten back to us. That could only mean... DeLacy stops herself, as if speaking her mind would make it a reality. It is precisely in these situations where we must stay calm. But Sue... I can travel underground. It'll be safer for me to move alone. These agents also need you, no? We won't accomplish anything by trying to have the best of both worlds. And as it is, we can't get over there together anyway. Don't treat me as someone that needs to be coddled. We all have things only we can do. I understand. Ascension Sector. Admin Center Articulation Avenue. Suyoi, cutting down a sanctifier with an upswing from below ground, gathers his surroundings. Admin Center's up ahead. Thankfully, the sanctifiers are all tied up with those agents, or else I'd be in deep waters with my energy consumption. Bloody hell. An intermediate sanctifier with a comically long chain one moment, a giant kaiju the next. Is the company behind this the sector named GA or something? The immense and indescribable sound reverbed through the sector's skies, conjoining the neural clouds of all agents present, as if in a sublime thread. Suyoi gazed at the great creation making its abrupt appearance, thinking back to the sight he saw in the product room. Yet these hands, looking from a human perspective, were far too large. Each palm immersed in the liquid was several times larger than that of a normal human. Not only that, these hands took strange forms, contorted fingers, ruptured nails, and even occasionally additional fingers. This creation plan, these agents believed so fervently and only created that monster. How ironic. Damn. Entropization response. At this time? Is it the load from prolonged combat? Or... Suyoi subconsciously transferred his sight to the monster up above, troubled emotions running wild through his neural cloud. He shook his head, seemingly in an attempt to shake these hideous suppositions out of his computational module. Impossible. Even if it's that mad piece of work administrator, there's no way they'd go to this degree. But... Suyoi reached for the entropy limiter on his neck with one hand, the communications device in his other still deathly silent. Attempting to establish connection. Connection unsuccessful. No answer. Lind. Attempting to establish connection. Connection unsuccessful. No answer. You... Don't you fucking dare do anything stupid! Alright, that was dramatic. We got some kaiju going on now. Ore? いいよ.
一緒に狩りをしよう。
Oh, it's on our side. False god. Body summoning. Summons a construct in empty spaces to aid in battle. Okay, I guess it's on our side. Interesting. Go here. And yeah, this should be fine. But yeah, that is not what I would generally think of when I think kaiju. Very interesting. Let's try to get this done as quickly as we can. Yappari dekita janai ka. And Suya's got some serious self-esteem issues. Like, I can do it after all. Spend all HP from all dolls to equip 10%. Yeah, take that. Get the kitty-shaped miner. Let's build something. Impact. Build that. Flash rate stacking, fragile label. Efficiency application, spent force. We don't have enough money for spent force. Crap, we bought too many. That's all that. Spent force, okay. Oh great, you guys are still here? Please just leave us alone, we just want to kill people. Alright, just leave us alone. Go here and begin. Oh, this isn't good. Crap. What do I do? Oh. Everyone's dying! Oh, that was close. Everyone's dying! Buffer debuffs energy orbs. Let's do that, I guess. No. Missiles. Narrative area. Punishment. We need to retreat. This isn't something we can deal with here. I'll give you one chance to restructure your language. Don't push it, punishment. Only Lord Hesperus is capable of dealing with this thing. We're capable too, as long as we use judgment. I know, but according to regulations, we can only use judgment in Tartarus. Our burden is to eliminate all that is unclean. How are we to allow daemons to run free? The best option currently is to retreat and request for reinforcements. The Ascension Sector's guilt is set in stone. But we've yet to retrieve the proof of guilt! Are you forgetting why we are here, Crime? Crime, this is the 225th time I have been forced to insist. I exist to order you. You do not have the right to reject me. I understand. The chains flowed like water, creeping upwards from Punishment's waist, tethered the two together rigidly. Punishment fell into Crime's lap, encircling his neck with her two arms, applying more and more strength. Ha! 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 A little bit more. Punishment, just a bit. I know. I know. We must castigate all the sin that lies within Magracy. We shall bestow upon those who sin eternal punishment. Punishment's palms opened, piercing nails digging into Crime's skin. Under Punishment's arms, Crime's neck began to emit a fierce shower of sparks, quickly transforming into a radiant conflagration. Oh my goodness, they did a gattai. They did a gattai. Look at that. Whoa. And what should I do here? Let's try this. Come. 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 Yeah.
The time has come to absolve your sins.
Alright, we got Judgment. Binary authority activates Crime's mass status. I don't want to read all this. Just die. Just die for me. I'm not reading all this crap. Exactly, it's got tied. They combined. What do I do? Where are my units? Oops. お前らなんか必要ない. You're not needed. Go away. Yeah, that's kind of weak. Crap. What do I do? That did nothing. None of my units do any damage. Wait, they're silencing us. What? Oh god. My healer's dead. Wait, what? He canceled my ult! This is the worst. Oh, we're not doing enough damage. We're not doing enough damage. This is not good. Are we gonna make it? Are we? Can we do this? I think I might need to start switching out to my stronger team. Oh. Well, it's good that the false god is summoning a bunch of mooks for us. And you know, funny enough, Suyoi is dealing quite a lot of damage. Almost as much as Sakdalager. Poof, you're gone. Right, that wasn't a very strong Gattai. All it says at last when they do operand damage, but they don't do operand damage. Wait, there's more? There's more to this stage? Oh no. We just barely got through that. Oh crap. What do I do? We need money. Let's get some money. Create a function card. We need stronger functions. Okay, who keeps silencing my dudes? It's ridiculous. At least we seem to be surviving these mooks anyways. Just the boss that's giving us trouble. Right, at least it's not even healing my characters. She's healing the NPCs. Let's build something. We don't have any. We don't have enough parts. That's no good. Okay, we're not getting the functions that we need. None of these are any good. We're not getting what we need at all. Lethal chain, no. Lethal transference. Okay, we'll take that. No more money. No. Guess we'll have to bite the bullet. Okay.
一緒に狩りをしよう。皆さんの傷は私が癒します。
This goes to you. Give this to you. Give this to you. I don't know who's getting what buffs. Honestly, I don't know.
ここで倒れた
Shoot. Oh no.
ら子供たちが
That's not good.
皆さんと
Oh no.
最後まで
Crap.
歩むことができなくなりました。
Two of my dudes are dead. Ow. That's not good.
今回は逃げられるなんて思う。
お前らなんか必要ない。
Naira nanka stiyonai. Oh yeah, we're not surviving this. We're not dealing enough damage. Our dudes are dying. Horribly. The gut tie is too strong. Yeah, we can barely even break the shield. Oh no. We'll keep on silencing us too.
今回は逃げられるなんて思わないで。
Our dude is dying. I'm healing fast enough. I guess in this case, Sujo is really good for this boss.
お前
He
ら
doesn't
なん
get
か
silenced.
必要ない。
Okay, this is taking way too long. This is ridiculous. Speed this up.
今回は逃げられるなんて思わないで。
Yeah, this is just a complete slug match. Overload. Okay, no more heals.
今回は逃げられるなんて。
お前らなんか必要ない。
Oh, oh. Okay, there goes our tank. Crap. Okay. Just barely made it.
やっぱり
Ooh,
できたじゃないか。
that was scary. Let's not try that.
認めてくれてありがとう、教授。
Alright, let's do some more reading. Sacrifice. Passion, when taken to its extremes, becomes apathy. Ascension Sector. Former Admin Center area outskirts. How radiant! The god that I have longed for within Aberrance so long. I'm gonna Google that. What does Elau refer to? Elau. And the Bible. Is there a person named Elau? I feel like there was. Alaya? I wonder what exactly this reference is supposed to be. Maybe the Wikipedia. There's no Wikipedia. God damn it. I'm sure some sort of lore gremlin would know. Right. Elau, la 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 la. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what her name's a reference to. Oh well. Guess not. Let's just keep on reading. How radiant, the god that I have longed for, with Avram for so long. Avram. Lind, rather. Behold. We've created an existence, great and vast, so that you may come the meridian of this forsaken world. You shall guide us, this flock of agents, lost in chaos and turmoil, and seek a new... A shape of dazzling white shot forth from the ruins, hurtling towards the mid-air creation like a morning star. Then came a strange sanctifier. In his hands he held a sickle and chain. He grinned, yet was stone-faced, was grievous, yet contemptuous. He appeared conceited, but rather prudent. Yeah, just a what would you call this? Contrasts? A bundle of my brain fails me. Contrasting elements. Let's just go with that. And thus judgment is passed. Still airborne, the monster's mountainous frame trembled as if savoring the agony. At that very moment, a parcel of that pain was dispensed to Elau through certain special connection. That hurts. Burns. God? No more than a blasphemous object, an accumulation of impurities, putrefactions, and you dare call that a god? Spurning the Reverse Babylon Tower Safety Treaty, assaulting sanctifiers, leading the sector towards aberrancy. Judgment's contralto tones reverbed through the sector. For each transgression he announced, and conflagrations beneath him grew brighter. The great creation emitted a series of strange cries at the flame's touch, its indeterminate yet weighty sounds diffusing through the sector. It was as if the agents within the earshot were struck to their very being, collectively stopping in their tracks. What are you? You dare to tarnish the form of our god? I won't allow you to desecrate this great work. Elau, fighting through the shared pain, forcibly invoked her administrator's rights to broadcast across the entire sector. Agents of the Ascension sector, we've succeeded. We've created something more than human. A god presiding above all. Okay, I need a wife. Give me some. Well, there's a bunch of wives right here. A bunch of waifus right here. I mean, do you not appreciate the 150-meter tall waifu? The one that goes all... Do you not appreciate the giant waifu? And now those sanctifiers, those imbecilic machines of slaughter, would seek to defile our god. Can we stand by and allow this? No. Never! Let us fight for our god. Nay, give ourselves for our god! Elau's words proliferated throughout the minds of every agent in the sector, infecting and irrefutable. Rossi, not 1.5 meters, 150. Give ourselves for our God. Give ourselves for our God. Give ourselves for God! The agents muttered under their breath, unfalteringly changing their course of action. From the corners of the earth they came, from beneath the Sanctifier's tongues of fire, from the ruins, be they crippled or mutilated, be they whole and broken, they scuttled towards judgment. The scorching and incinerating brilliance was now trivial to them, their mechanical pupils emotionless voids. For our God! Ascension Sector, a block near the former admin center area. DeLacy brought a cluster of agents back to a tentatively safe area, giving her all in medicating what she can. Way too many medium to heavy injuries. These agents, do they not pay any attention to themselves when they're out in the field? A sudden fusillade of dampened explosions could be heard, and DeLacy instinctively looked towards the air. That's a greater sanctifier? Before she could grasp the situation, the agents around began to arouse. Give ourselves for our God! Where do you think you're going with a busted up body like that? Watching as agents under Elau's influence began to rise one after another, DeLacy was forced to take her tail apart into a much greater amount of functionless data cables, turning them into shackles for the agents. Sit still for a bit. For our God. Fight for our God. You lot. As more and more agents began to move, DeLacy's strength began to fade. Not like this. I gotta think of something else. DeLacy, think of something. Another agent took a series of shaky steps towards the door. DeLacy subconsciously tugs at the data cable, causing the agent's marred body to fall apart on the spot. Our God. For our God. Sorry. What do I do? Their bodies can't handle any significant movement, and there are too many of them. No room for precision. Have some composure. They're patients. Think of what you did before. Right, they're patients. Patients who are weak in body and mentally jeopardized. Their neural systems are critically compromised. The problem is with their neural cloud, not their body. DeLacy, now far more aware of the problem, quickly changed up her methods. Emotional system pacifying fluid injecting. She's administering their meds. Take your meds. Take your meds. Take your meds. Low pressure relief electrical currents activating. DeLacy prevented the agents from moving, giving them special treatment one by one. The last one. For God. She collapsed to the ground, exhausted, half leaning on the wall, blinking communications device by her side. Her model reminds me of her. Her? Who's her? Dank, who is this her you're referring to? Attempting to establish connection. Connection unsuccessful. No answer. Attempting to establish connection. DeLacy? Her model reminds you... Yeah, who does her model remind you of? The red, yellowish hair. What are you talking about? Sue's not coming in. Lineosal. Wait for me. I'll just rest for a bit, and then... In her gradually blurring vision, a strange familiar agent stood up. The agent looked towards the center of the conflict, seemingly desirous to join the fray, but ultimately they did not tear off DeLacy's cable. This agent was walking towards her, the last piece of information to enter DeLacy's mind before she entered forced hibernation. Ascension Sector, Admin Center, Articulation Avenue. Just remove the antlers and put on a mean face. What do you tell? Wait, fauna? Really? I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Put a mean face. But DeLacy's not mean. DeLacy's so kind. A great wave of air blasted forth in all directions. Suyoi, proceeding through a series of ruins, was knocked onto the ground, skipping a few steps. Or a few times. Oh, that's... ouch. The communications device previously in his grasp spun out of his hand, falling onto the pavement. Piece of... Abnormal signal detected. Establishing connection. What? A familiar voice came from the sound player, distorted and in agony. Burns. It burns. Lind? Is that you? Suyoi? It hurts. Ah! It burns. Where are you right now? Admin center. Don't come over. I'll deal with it. Lind! Don't be stupid! Suyoi scrambled to his feet. Lind! Lind, say something! Suyoi put down the device, the look in his eyes becoming grave as he looked towards the admin center. Wait for me, Lind. I'm coming. Ooh, dramatic. Very dramatic. Rules are meant to be broken. Defiance. Okay, this team is not gonna hack it. We gotta bring our A team. Let's see. What do we do? You go here, you go here, you go there. Golden. We don't even need you. Do that. Okay, we're gonna make the boss a little bit weaker. Blasted. Blast them all. Various offensive. Okay, we got that. Agents on the street move back and forth. An agent drags a friend with a broken leg back to the factory. Go and help them. Blazing Matrix. Okay, we're here at Judgment again. Go to hell, Judgment. Okay, you go here. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That was really bad. Can't have that happening.
皆様外角をお見逃しなく。キーボードクラッシュ。 魔王よ、汝を夢へと誘う。
Oh yeah, even with my A team, they're still struggling really hard. Crap.
壊れる瞬間ってこんな色が見えるんだ。
Yeah, not great.
キーボードクラッシュ。
Okay. Whew.
はあ、
And that was not even that was not even the end of it. Oh crap. Doesn't matter. We'll be fine, probably.
いざ山の向こうへ。 最初にして描く朝し、週の一生隠したり。
Make the boss weaker again.
出撃出撃。
Yeah. Just go. Screw you
所詮
guys.
は小中まつぎ。取るに足りませんね。
After defeating some sanctifiers, there's a refactor left behind who is still functional. There aren't many healing operands left inside, but it'll be a different matter altogether if you give it to DeLacy. Increase all dolls' max HP by 20%. Oh, that is very nice. Thank you. I'll take it. Deep diagnosis. Continue deleting judgments, protocols. Alright. I think this should be the last fight with Judgment. Should be the last one. Yeah, okay.
前方に敵を発見。
Okay, this is going much better than last time.
魔王よ、汝を夢へと誘う。光竜玉塊に泣く、形相落光を切る。そんな心 こで倒れて
One hit, everyone's dead.
キーボードクラ
Ah,
申し訳ありませんペルシカ博士はあしょうもな
okay, we'll take that. Part 10, Anger. Got a lot of more parts left. But it's fine, we got plenty of time. Ascension Sector. The great humanoid creation wielded its lance, clashing with Judgment, armed with a scythe and chain. Noisome. Judgment raised their left hand. The great chain, extending all the way towards the ground, accelerated upwards with formidable momentum, whirling towards the humanoid creation's cranium. Sever! Simultaneously, Judgment put into motion their right hand, making sweeping strikes with their scythe. The great creation realized its position, attempting to back off. It avoided the chain's lashings, but the scythe had found its mark, creating a great grotesque gash on the abdomen. Beautiful. That thing's still making too much noise for my liking, and you're celebrating far too early. In any case, it's regenerating. The great humanoid shape waved its lance with one hand, nursing its wound with the other, howling all the while. Viscid, blue fluid torrented downwards, visibly mending the hideous wound at a shocking pace. That method of self-repair is not unlike that used by lesser sanctifiers. Do not compare us with those demons. Fine. Punishment, I sense a large gathering of agents somewhere on the outskirts of this area, and I do not know why they have not moved yet. Punishment, I suspect some sort of trickery.
You're worrying too much. Pay attention.
I understand. Ascension Sector. Former admin center, our area outskirts. A standstill? How could it be? An unsullied deity, a being forged unto perfection. How can a sanctifier? Was it all too hurried? If only there was a little more time and material, as excellent as Lind. You were saying something about Lind? Huh! From between the ruins, Suyoi came, emerging from dust and wreckage. His form is haggard and his state less than ideal, but nothing could hide the fury in his eyes. Why are you here? You'd best have a good explanation for me. Where's Lind? Why can I hear her cries through abnormal signals? I've nothing to tell you. You better think of something! Suyoi strode towards Ilao, lifting her by the collar, forcing her to look in his eyes. Tell me! Where's Lind? Midair, judgment, and the great creation collide once more. At this moment, the world itself trembled. They're flying. There's a giant flying kaiju fighting off whatever judgment is. Abnormal signal detected. Establishing connection. It hurts. It burns. The pain. Lind! The great creation's wails and the abnormal signal appeared almost simultaneously, tipping Suye off to something. He looked at Ilau, incredulous, looking for some other elucidation from her. Answer me! Lind. She's not coming back. Bastard! The irrepressibly angry Suyoi finally acted, pushing his fist into Ilau's face. The metal coating on her body, as if in accord, shattered into pieces. What the? Oh hey, Ilau's actually kind of cute. Ilau gazed at the face reflected in Suyoi's eyes. Her composure shattered. Oh, that's just beautiful, right there. That's beauty. The best. This is what I want to see. Look at the fear. The absolute fear in Ilau's face right now. I love it. This right here. Look at that. Isn't it just exquisite? Look at that sense of doubt, the trembling in their very soul. It's just so delicious. Someone who just completely lost everything. Oh, I can't help it. I can't help it. This is what I live for. It's not pain in their face. No, it's something greater. True fear. Ascension Sector, Admin Center. Before Judgment's descent. After much clamoring of machinery being disassembled, Ilau took Lin's hand in hers, pressed it to her own body. Hold on, you... Yes, do you see it now? Rather, do you feel it now? Lind, this flesh vessel, all glitter, no substance. This warmth to the touch was ever so familiar, yet so foreign. You're also a human facsimile. I can lead you to that answer. Ilau grasped the nape of Lin's neck lightly, pressing her forehead to Lin's, linking the two's neural systems with a thread. Soon, in Lin's view, an assortment of projections appeared. From thin and frail humans, they became gargantuan beings, reaching from the heavens to the earth. This is... In an age where we were limited by biomimetics and neural systems, Avram forged a new path. She surmised that we could not replicate humans, for we only replicated their bodies, with no learnings as to how they think. Thus we began to study their culture. We began to substitute their thoughts for our own. Then, we discovered the limitations of humanity. Ilau let go of Lind, an indescribable shade of zealotry in her eyes. If what we pine for is an existence capable of directing us as we walk our path in this world, forgotten by man, then why must we fixate on the creation of man? Lind, there is a limit to human ability. Oh no, the machines are... They're beginning to believe. But for a god born of the cloud, one built with blocks of zeros and ones, no such limitations exist. The you who can never become human. The you who was born for the sake of enduring pain. We shall all be blessed by the advent of a god. Oh, look at that. Oh, delicious. I need to take another screenshot. I need to remember this moment. So good. So good, so good. Lind has already voyaged to the gods' promised land. Why must you seek to bind her so? Suyoi took a deep, deep breath, working against the rise in temperatures from his emotional systems. Oh no, they found religion! Oh no! Your oh my goodness. Your heart rate monitor on your iPad, your heart rate monitor on your iPhone, it found religion. How do you bring Lin back? She is one with God, of the very same essence. Not an answer I want to hear. Suyoi looked up to the altercation in midair, an altercation from the norm. He sheathed his weapon, twisting open his fingers and revealing a series of wires. While I was out of action on a sickbed, DeLacy bestowed upon me a wealth of knowledge about the architecture of agents against my wishes, saying that I'd be able to help myself with that knowledge in the future when I was in danger. I never wanted to hear any of her babbling, but thankfully I've come to know a good amount of some certain hidden structures within agents. I don't know what miracles this god of yours can perform, but I hope for your sake that it'll help you with these sudden pains in your neural. He's gonna perform a little bit of brain surgery on her. Oh. As Suyoi's fingers continued to sparkle and crack, Ilao's face took on a shade of ghostly white. Time is short, so I'd like what comes out of your mouth next to be what I want to hear. Don't you know torture doesn't work? Former admin center area airspace. Just enough to be dangerous. Another affray was at its end. Judgment drifted backward somewhat, the light borne by the scythe and chain now dimming. Analysis module operation complete. There! Wait, something's wrong. There! This thing's weakness is... What?
Steady now. You're sure the analysis materials are correct?
I can guarantee it. These are the results of triangulation from what we collected with basic scanning, code breakdown, and surface samples we required from clashing earlier. This thing's weakness is the sanctifier core located in the back of its head. That's the source of the Aberrance sustaining its movements. It's certain!
That's why its method of self-repair is so similar to the repair fluid of lesser sanctifiers. We've speculated many times as to what evidence Eucharist has hidden away, but this degree is absolutely unimaginable. Defiling the remains of comrades, jury-rigging into the profane for this demon. The two voices were one again. Judgment lowered their head as if lamenting. O imprisoned comrade, I shall bring you absolution. Former admin center area outskirts. Receiving signal. Establishing connection. Thank the heavens, finally. Where are you, Sue? Have you found Linny? I'm at the admin center. Ilao's here next to me. As for Lind, long story. Suyoi took some time explaining the head and tail of the situation to DeLacy. Be careful, I'm on the way. Did you not listen to any of that? Lind's in special circumstances. Ascension is in danger. You ought to leave. Do you know how to heal the wounded?
Lynn's current complication can't be helped with a little bit of healing.
Wait for me. Take care, Sue. That's all. See you in a bit. Communication ended.
Suyoi absently gazed at Ilao's overloading by his side, then returned his attention to the skies above. The clash between Judgment and the Great Creation raged on. Stage 13, Disaster. The best way to hide a blade is to hide it in another blade. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? The best way to hide a blade is to hide it in another blade. I'm sorry, that's a little bit too poetic for me. Hi, Hakuya, did you get Kukai? Did you get Clucky? Did you get Kuki? No, I didn't get Clucky yet. I haven't started on the anniversary event. I gotta finish this one first. Anyways, hello there, Oji-san. That's elementary school stuff. What do you mean elementary school stuff? Don't Art of War me. Don't Art of War me. I've read Art of War. I know what Sun Tzu said. Something, 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 deceive people. I think it's pronounced Klaukai. Klukai. In Japanese, it's pronounced Kurukai. Well, but to me, she'll always be Clucky. It's such a dumb name. Whoever came with that is... It's such a dumb name! I don't care what you think, it's a dumb name. Well, that was quick. The scythe struck, its pristine edge cutting cleanly into the Great Creation's cranium. After a series of earth-shaking tremors and bellows, it slowly tumbled downwards, no longer moving. They should call her drunkless. Oh my god. Pathetic. Judgment walked forth, giving the newly created incision a good kick. Accompanied by a symphony of putrid sounds, the cranium's outer structure began to crumble, displaying the creation's haphazard inner structures for all to see. A core of milky white was embedded within, its pulsations slowly coming to a stop. How hideous! Such profanation!
With this core, Eucharist's guilt is undeniable. The administrator is of no more use. Let us simply cleanse her, alongside all these daemons.
Yes, let's take this core. The scythe raised once more, primed towards the connection between the core and the creation.
My comrade, may you rest in peace.
A blinding white light emitted from the area holding the core, then transformed into a calamitous dark purple. What? The core burst open from its centermost point. Hundreds of purple tendrils extending in an instant, climbing up the scythe, clambering onto Judgment's arm in an instant. Good luck with your stream. Alright, see you later, Oji-san. Hope you have good luck on whatever it is you're gonna do.
Punishment!
This power is... An electrifying sensation filled Judgment's body.
Punishment!
The already defeated creation suddenly raised its ruptured cranium, pointing its great opening towards Judgment. The tendrils collapsed onto Judgment tightly, slowly but powerfully dragging Judgment towards its core.
It's entropy. Why? Detachment request processed. Disengaging Judgment form.
With a mighty explosion, Judgment's body flared up with white light, swallowing up both its forms and the tendrils.
はあそうもな
Oh, that's a twist. It's entropy. It's always entropy. Sanctifier robbed of another win. Rip. Yeah, the Sanctifiers can never win, huh? The only one who ever won was Airsporus. Everyone else seems to just take L's constantly. Part 11. Obligation. We know better than anyone else what should and should not be done. Let me have some water first. Ah yes, the brat. Everyone's favorite brat. I do think Eucharist is very cute. Indeed, Eucharist is very cute. Judgment's figure discharged a blinding light, splitting into two. Crime caught himself in midair, stabilizing, but Punishment plummeted towards the ground like a bird with a fractured... It seems like Crime's the competent one, but Punishment keeps on taking L's. Punishment! Crime manipulated his chains to catch Punishment's mid-fall, yet his attempts were hastily avoided by the latter. Dust and smoke arose, Punishment coming into high-velocity contact with a block of ruins. Punishment! Punishment, where are you? Don't come close. Punishment locates Crime within the smoke and dust. He attempts to approach, but a series of air-splitting slashes forced him back. Ugh. When the dust settled, Punishment looked upon Crime in all her glory. Once gleaming pearly white, Crime's... Someone fucked up. The editor fucked up. The editor fucked up. Their names have been switched around. I knew something was wrong here. Yeah, the editor fucked up. Okay, once gleaming pearly white, Punishment's body was now strewn all over with dark purple streaks. The scythe she always carried by her side now took on a new sickening shade of violet. You disengaged to save me. Why? How can a Sanctifier coexist with entropy? Calm down. Impossible. Even if it was Eucharist. No. I need to look for a way to... The editor took liberties with the material. The editor fucked up, that's what happened. I said calm down! I cannot resist this mutated strain of entropy. It's evolved to be able to quickly infect sanctifiers. Cleanse me, punishment. If I am to be fully infected, both of us will surely be entropized with via connection in the sacred canon. I must report to Lord Hesperus first. The black goat rolled downwards, bouncing around on the ground. Oh, they're gonna go tell Daddy. Establishing special communications channel. Target, Border Battlefront Command Center. Recipient, Border Battlefront Supreme Commander-in-Chief, Hesperus. The buzzing began, low and minute, but it rose above all other clamorings on the battlefield. Oh hey, it's the daddy boy. A projection appeared before Crime and Punishment. The man did not appear weathered of grey, but his form commanded staggering respect all the same. This is the Border Battlefront Command Center. Supreme Commander-in-Chief Hesperus speaking. Crime, report. Crime hastily told Hesperus of the events that have transpired. For a greater to be entropized is a disgrace to sanctifiers. I am very disappointed, Crime. That device was disguised on the surface as a sanctifier core, and was filled with entropy. There was simply too much entropy contained inside. In an instant I have no need for excuses, only results. We can make it up. The core of a sanctifier can only come from the reverse Babylon Tower. And an abnormal core at that. This is the finest proof of guilt. That is enough. Then, about punishment. Any sanctifier with a service record at the Border Battlefront should know well what is to be done. Yes, Crime will cleanse this body of mine and sever my connection with him in the sacred canon. This... Crime compresses his eyelids together, the chains within his tightening clutch hanging together continuously. But... Hesperus paid no more heed to Crime. His projection turned, the emblems upon his body shining brilliantly. Temporary authority granted, by the grace of Greater Sanctifier Leader, Lord Hesperus. This sector is beyond redemption. Reset it alongside punishment. Operand transmat limits removed. Current operand class transferable until disintegration. Actions authorized. Sacrifice all lessers and establish a sector-level exclusionary zone. Remember to report back to your forest. Waste time no further. Special communications channel closed. Crime, Don't say anything. I know. Crime pivoted on the spot, not a trace of color on his deathly pale face. He seemed composed, but his quivering lips betrayed his inner heart. I can't. What do I do, punishment? Give me an order. Crime. You have to face yourself eventually. You cannot always shirk from what you must do, never advancing. If I'm left alone, what am I to do? I cannot carry out the hunt myself. It is your obligation. I have some clean bits left. Here. I don't want to go back to being like that. I don't want to discover what loneliness is again. I'm better off following commands, listening to them. You cannot always deceive yourself with the title of Special Intermediate Judgment. Go. Take up your mantle. Wait, what? You cannot always deceive yourself with the special title of Special Intermediate Judgment. Oh. Crime is not his real name. His real name is Judgment. Oh, what? Man. Now, see, even these bad guys who seem one-dimensional have a lot of have some, what do you call it, extra dimensions to them? Character development? Or I guess not. I guess he's no longer crime, he's just judgment now. After being given some of these parts. Okay, I guessed wrong, but still. Felt really bad, because they seemed to really actually care for each other. The storm of Aberrance never once halted. The sector now run down and dilapidated. With the agent's help, DeLacy made her arduous way through the sector. Over here, DeLacy! DeLacy, currently under a building with its upper floors blown off, caught sight of Suyoi, with half his body visible. The agent immediately took DeLacy with her, dashing over. Why'd you take an agent with you? Something of a payoff for my efforts. Where's Ilau? The agent stood guard at the door as Suyoi brought DeLacy below ground into what remained of the admin center. God, operand, hunger, cold, hot, ascension, sacrifice. And what's going on with Ilau? Did she get mind broken? What's going on? Ilau trembled and shuddered in a corner of the room. Her knees clasped together with her arms, mumbling indiscernible phrases ad infinitum. Oh no, she got mind broken. She's in the, what do you call that? It's how babies are when they're still in the womb. What's that? What's the fetal position? Yeah. She's in the fetal position. How'd she get like this? Operand laxness, limb control and disarray, the first signs of complete neural breakdown. Sue, what did you do to her? Oh yeah, he tortured her. I forgot about he tortured her. None of my business. Ever since that monster's up there and busted up, she's been like this. Even until the point of breakdown, Ilau refused to tell me how to get Lind out of there. Might have to use some special methods then. Man, the IT team has to clean up after this is gonna have a day, right? Look at all the wiring! Look at all that glass, this is terrible. DeLacy only hesitated for a moment, steadily taking apart her tail, and like HR is gonna be like, what did you do to her? Now all this emotional damage is how do we pay? What are the severance fees for this? Do we have to pay her like employee insurance? Plugging a tail into Ilau. You're stabilizing her neural systems and reading from her memory module. This goes against my occupational ethics. We have no time for that. Ilau's erratic operands soon settled down, and her chattering of strange jargon with them. So, anything about how to get Lind out? Lind, she's up there in that thing that she's gone mad. How? I looked. That thing has no external modules attached, much less an agent. I'm talking about... DeLacy pursed her lips, pointing towards her own head. Lind's in there. Suyoi, in sheer disbelief, looked towards a broken window in his side. Between the crevasses of shattered buildings, the great creation's rampaging form could still be seen from time to time. On the creation's head, in the place of where the Sanctifier's core once rested, was a wound, great and cavernous. You're saying Lind's in there? What do we do, Sue? Can we stop her? That thing's a product of the sector. Can we stop it without the administrative rights? Futile. Ilau had awakened at some time or another, feebly on the ground, light no longer in her eyes. What administrative rights I have left are not even as complete as the gods. Didn't you make that thing? It was made by Elau and her lot for sure, but it also took with it most of the administrative rights. She used those rights to bind Lin to the core of that monster, which is what it took to awaken that thing. So that's why Lin's popped up in there. Give it up. Oh, now you've got your cockiness back. Maybe you need some more correction. Maybe you need some more torture. When a god falls, all its believers are consigned to the grave alongside. Lin's no believer of your fraud of a god. Leave your cultish drivel for the other sectors and the other agents in this sector. The ground shuddered, dispelling the storm of Aberrance, revealing the great creation in its midst. The creation seemed baffled, looking back and forth in bewilderment.
Operand transmat initiating. Establishing sector-level exclusionary zone.
The sanctifiers all around the Ascension sector began to radiate with glaring white light. In concurrence, a great curtain, carmine in color, rises from the edges of the sector, veiling the entirety of the sky. The Sanctifier's exclusionary area. They're resetting the sector. Is the Ascension sector already at a stage that necessitates resetting from the Sanctifiers? Something's off. There must be a problem. By the Sanctifier standards, the Ascension sector couldn't have crossed that line yet. Not the time for that. We've got to stop the sector from resetting first, or everyone will be reset to 0 anyway. Sue, do you have the Haven system activation device? Yeah, but... Suyoi produces a rod-like object of refined assembly. DeLacy stares at it absently, as if suddenly thinking of something. There's a giant kaiju and a murder cult and literal demons. But we'll need to administrative rights to activate it. Looks like... Suyoi activated the device in his hand, the control panel flashing lettering informing its user of a lack of rights. You don't have the right. Oh, you don't have the right. DeLacy, I'm going up. Up? How? Your tail. I remember your model details. Something about being suitable for the vast majority of disaster response situations. Your tail can extend far enough. You mean... DeLacy thought back to her experiences in the Copley sector not long ago. Throw me up there. Throw me! No way, that's too dangerous. Even if you get up, how do you plan to get it Linned out? Linny's neural systems are bound with that thing. How are you going to wake her up? Just a matter of entering her tertiary level. Just like that time in Copley. But... this is a chance we have to take. I understand. As if sensing threats abound, the creation continually swung its lance back and forth, turning the sector into Swiss cheese. DeLacy and Suyoi stealthily circles around behind it, through the ruins, discussing their options beneath ear-shattering roars. So what's the plan now? We were talking about flinging you up there, but we can't even get close. It's just too big. We can't even survive the waves it makes from its movements. Don't rush. Let me think of something. There's always a way. We can find a tall building, and you throw me upwards from there. Does this sector still have buildings taller than 2 stories? All of them are collapsed already. Then we'll just have to give it a go. Have you gone mad?
Detecting unknown communication signals.
DeLacy picked up on the call. DeLacy, we can help you. How do you... wait, why would they help? Why would they help in the first place? Isn't this what they wanted? How do you plan to do that?
The fluid that DeLacy concocted to repair the fault in our neurosystems is still present in large amounts in me and my compatriots. Our god is similar to us in composition. Upon approaching, it will naturally absorb us and proceed to iterate.
I don't get it. What are you trying to do?
If it intakes too much of the fluid, it will, like us, enter a brief period of dormancy.
Wait, you're...
Everything you have done for us, I have seen. Now you and your companion continue to endeavor for our sake. It is time for us to help you.
I didn't save you for you to throw your life away. Especially not for some sort of repayment.
This is a necessary sacrament.
No, it isn't. DeLacy, emotions high, interrupted the agent. Think. Previously, you did it for the Ascension Sector's insubstantial ideals, and now it's supposedly to repay me. This isn't sacrifice, it's suicide. That's right, Bellhound. This isn't a murder cult, it's a suicide cult. It's not a murder cult at all, it's a suicide cult. How long has it been since you came to? Has it been long enough for you to get a grasp of the situation? DeLacy, calm down. My bad. Sorry, cultists. Yeah, you got them wrong. They're nothing like those murder cultists. They're suicide cultists. They're a whole different game. They're nothing alike. And they're certainly nothing like death cultists who worship death. No. Suya twists DeLacy's hand, grabbing the communication device. The two quickly move towards the Great Creation's direction, between the ruins. Whether it be human or agent, everyone should have self-consciousness. That is necessary for sacrifice to be meaningful. Otherwise, you're just indulging in escapism. You escaped from the thought before when your sector lost command and direction. Now you must escape again from thinking how to solve problems that you are presented with. Leave. We'll take care of this thing. And put a proper end to the mistakes you made. Yes.
Yes. This is the aftermath of the Ascension Sector's deeds. We can contribute in its consummation.
What are you? Nothing, that's what. A great outcry interrupted the exchange. The Great Creation suddenly stopped in its steps, looking to its side, as if it had discovered something. No! No, stop! No! It saw. The morsels which it sought after so dearly had now congregated in one place, awaiting consumption.
DeLacy, I have learnt many things from you. Repairing is an ability that we do not have. You can repair things and make them how they were before.
The Great Creation lurched towards its meal.
Right and wrong is what holds influence over what we do. We say thanks for right things, and say sorry when we do something wrong. Every doll or agent has an ID, but names are unique, and are only representative of you.
Suyoi and DeLacy made their way up to a nearby district, but found their way blocked by ruins. With Suyoi's assistance, DeLacy scaled the broken wall, and the two continued.
Death is not yet a concept that I understand. Summating all information received so far, I should say to you now.
The Great Creation began to lower its great form, devouring the agents who proffered themselves so kindly.
Thank you, DeLacy.
Man. Leave it to Mika Team to make me feel sorry for a character that doesn't even have a face. Wait, no! The only response DeLacy receives was the unceremonious ringtone of a dropped line. Damn. The two finally arrived at the scene. Save for the creation, now fallen into silence, there was only emptiness to be found. DeLacy, don't waste the chance they've created. Sue. What? Please. Please get our Linny back. And those administrative rights too. Of course. I guarantee it. DeLacy sniffled a bit. Resolve now solid in her eyes. She unlatches her tail, drawing out the longest cable data within, then ties it around Suyoi's waist, and produces upward force with all her might. Oh, what are those? Sewing needles? Pins? Suyoi's body drew an arc in midair, falling into the Great Creation's head area. A scattered, sharp fragment met him as he landed, stabbing into his abdomen. Ah!
Sue? Sue, are you alright?
I'm fine. Painstakingly carving the edges of his lips, Suyoi gave DeLacy in the communications projection a smile. Tilting his head, Suyoi took a good look at the cranium's inner structure. Lin was embedded within the cranium's inner walls, up to her torso, with a variety of conduits connected to her, some already detached. With a cold grunt, Suyoi pulled the fragment out of his midsection, staggering towards Lind. Next time when we play hide and seek, pick somewhere that's not so hidden away. I beg of you. He pulled out a data cable provided by DeLacy, fiddling with Lind's ports. When we get back to Arcadia, I'm giving you a negative evaluation on your mission debriefings. Shattered mirror. Pull the night aside and let light shine through. Oh, it's a story. It's a story, mission. This is Lin's tertiary level? Entropized sanctifiers everywhere. Lin's infected too. I have to pin down where Lin's true body is first.
Irregular agent detected. Abnormal factor. Parameter location error. Reading identification. Neural cloud sector. Not.
This many sanctifiers? Who's not?
Identification error. Expunge.
Nothing else for it then.
Irregular agent not corroborate. Rejects cleansing. Lynn's persicus.
Persicaria, the Oasis professor's assistant. She used to know Lind? Lind, can you hear me? Lind! These sanctifiers again. Suyoi took up his spear, but the enemies he faced were no longer sanctifiers. Sorry, Lind. Truly. The Oasis's Persicarian soul? It's all my fault. If I wasn't so stubborn, Not wouldn't have. It's my responsibility too. If I wasn't distracted then... Huh? Lind? You're saying... give up? We must find the Neurocloud sector. That's where we all belong. If we don't continue the search, we're all bound to die here eventually. Persicaria, wait! Lind, where are you going? The space itself suddenly shook, as if it were angered. The temperature rose rapidly, the voices distorting. Dang it, Lind, you could have been a free unit. Yeah. Lind's banner didn't come out yet, did it? I've been waiting for it, and did I miss it? Did I miss Lind's banner? Tch. It all ends the same. Lind's not here either. Have to keep going. I hope I didn't miss her banner. This should be the end.
Warning, limb structure damaged. Heart.
Shut it! How is a self-inspection supposed to work in here? Or perhaps that's just my own voice. Lind! Lind, just where are you? CN only? Okay. In the silence, Suyoi booted up his communications device.
Attempting to establish connection. Connection unsuccessful. No answer. Attempting to establish connection. Connection unsuccessful. No answer.
Suyoi tried again and again. Eventually, a certain distorted voice rang out in this space. Why not? A bit too much.
Why not just give up already? You have no faith in your self-inspection device, yet you trust in communications.
My phantom? Do I often speak like this? How distasteful. But this is no time to be fighting with myself. Suyoi blinked repeatedly, gazing at this distorted shadow, a spitting image of himself. It's all formalities anyway. What does it matter now?
If your neurocloud is to die out in the tertiary level, the real you will be reset alongside it.
I recall that Linz is one of the most adherent to Arcadia's core principles. Were we to swap places, would she agree?
Arcadia's principles are to never give up on any companion, but that is not within your limits.
So I should surrender, telling myself that I've done all I can, that I should put safety first, leaving this place the way I came, and watch as Lind well and truly turns this into this thing's core.
You cannot swap places with her. That supposition is untenable. She wants you to leave.
Okay, we've got... I guess Suyo's got his sleep demons too. I was talking about that earlier today. Fighting your inner demons. It looks like Suyo has to deal with them too.
Why insist on this? If she is to stay here, all of you will have a happy end.
Is this a sacrifice of her mind?
Yeah, that's what she decided. Have you never thought like this? If you can become stronger, capable of doing what you desire.
Yes.
None of us ever attain that strength. Yet even if we have nothing, we have a final card left to play. Ourselves. If you were to sacrifice yourself, you could redeem someone else. Haven't you thought of that?
Yes.
See? That's what she believes in. She sacrificed herself and paid the price for the best ending for all involved. This is the best solution that she reached after endless cycles of computing. Leave, Suyoi. You still have one last chance, if you simply retrace your steps.
Even if I've thought of that countless times, the dead will never come back. The sacrifice I imagined was merely a sort of simulation in the past. Perhaps in the future, that is the path I will take to save someone I absolutely did not wish to lose. But now the path back lays in front of you, and you choose sacrifice. What a fallacy!
No other paths exist. I've found not again, and I've protected everyone.
Given up on the third-person perspective game now? Playing around with puppeting my shadow? How truly repulsive. Look outside, Lind. Ruins. Miles around.
Did you only come here to hurt me? It's fine. I'm used to the pain.
No, I am simply here to tell you that your presumed sacrifice is nothing of consequence. You refuse to face reality. You use yourself as payment, a cost in some sort of exchange for a perfect result.
Crap. Is that wrong? Not never would have had to die covering someone else's tracks, and Persicaria could continue in her aspirations.
I could not attain strength, so I chose to sacrifice myself, so I would not have to face the world. To lack the courage to face reality, to lack the gall to find a true solution to the problem. This is not a noble sacrifice, it is simply suicide. I like this emo boy. He's very determined. The phantasms by Suyoi's side shatter like glass. No more sanctifiers, no more shadows of dolls, only Suyoi and a blurry blob of light.
Outside. Is it really bad out there right now?
Yeah, Lacey's helping out with keeping everything in check. If we can't make it back now, she's going to keel over.
Thanks. But I can't go back, Suyoi. I'll do my best to send you out, and stop you from being influenced by this any further.
The light began to shrink. Suyoi's pupils shrank rapidly. Speaking no more, he lunged forward. At the very last moment, his hand touched that shrinking light.
Attempting to establish connection. Communication signal detected. Establishing connection.
やっぱりできたじゃないか。認めてくれてありがとう、教授。
Well,
Looks like there's still another battle stage. Well, let's continue reading. Part 12, Beacon. A pillar of light that points the way home and lights the way forward. Within the endless darkness, a light shone. Lynn stands face to face with someone in the light. Not. I hear someone calling for me. Who is it? No one important. Then why are you so shaken? I don't know. I'm a bit hurt. I gave Ila what she wanted, but it didn't turn out like I wanted. Do you have regrets? I don't regret what I did. I just don't know if it was right in doing it. But all you did was sacrifice yourself. Why bear these burdens? Not shook her head, clasping her arms around Lynn from behind, lowering her voice to a whisper behind Lynn's ears. Don't care so much about that. Relax. You've already given all that you ought to. Now Persicaria and Soul aren't here. You've taken me in, to stay here with you. So long as you desire it, now can be forever. The sudden sound rose beside the two again. Again. The companions you found after me are pretty stubborn, Came all the way to the tertiary levels to look for you, not leaving even if they run into a brick wall. What? Are you surprised? I'm just giving it to you straight. I thought you'd lie to me or hide something from you. Lind, you don't need any of that. We both know exactly what happened. You paid your price so that I could come back. Yeah. I sacrificed myself so that you could come back. So we can be together.
Attempting to establish connection. Detecting communication signal. Establishing connection.
Eh? In accordance with the alien sound, a fissure appears in the air. The intangible crack widened. Suyoi cleaved apart the darkness, diving into this parcel of light. My bad. Signal wasn't so good outside. How did you get in? With this thing. Arcadia's field team's special communication device. Marked with the signatures unique to every agent of ours, except when there's no signal whatsoever. It'll find what you're looking for. No, wait. Suyoi, this isn't the real world, this is... Yeah, we're in your tertiary level, and Arcadia's gear still works just fine. Why exactly do you think that is? As if to corroborate Suyoi's words, the surrounding darkness suddenly fractures. Lynn could not be more familiar with the scene she was met with now. Arcadia's home base. It's time you returned to form. Suyoi extended his hand, but naught stood in his way. You've no right to make Lynn's decisions for her. Lind, think it over well. Is this your choice, Lind? To sacrifice yourself for the sake of seeing those bygone shadows again? Or for the sake of our mission? Am I wrong to do that? Who's to say? Everyone falls into indecision when trouble arrives. And when other people are embroiled in the problem at hand, it's only natural to want to clear the air of all of it, even if extra cost has to be paid. Just like me, back at Copley. So Suyoi, you get me, right? Of course I understand. We've all been through similar times. Sorry, but if you understand... Suyoi drew his spear, stopping Lynn's rationalizations dead. But DeLacy and Hatsuchiri still came for me, following Arcadia's principles, never giving up on a single person. Suyoi leveraged his spear towards Knot. It's my turn to guide you back, Lind. The confrontation between Knot and Suyoi permeated this voided realm, with fissures and cracks, each and every one leading to a bottomless chasm. Knot could not prevail against Suyoi, and plunged into darkness. Countless tentacles of dark purple hooked onto Lind, striving to drag her downwards. Hold on! Suyoi grabbed onto Lind's wrists, lifting her up from the abyss. Give it up, Suyoi. I can't go back. Because of your entropization? How did you? Let's just say that an extended illness makes the patient a doctor. Do you know why I'm here and not the more experienced DeLacy? Because I've got the key right here! Suya ripped off his entropy limiter, clasping it onto Lin's neck. Not emitted a bone-chilling scream. The images of countless faces erupted from the chasm. All of them, not. Joys, enmities, sadnesses, the aspects that had been companions of Lin for so long. As Lin broke away from the abyss, this universe ruptured and diverged, splitting into infinite fragments of code and syntax. In this moment, the boundary between tertiary layer and the Magracy cloud shattered. Inside the great creation's cranium, Lind opened her eyes. In front of her was the weary yet relieved figure of Suyoi. Welcome back, Lind. Should I? When you don't know what to do, think about your identity. My identity? Arcadia, Lind. We're guardians. People who hold each other up, so that we may live on no matter what's in this forgotten world. If you cannot find the path ahead, you can follow those beside you. Those beside me? Will you lead the way for me, Suyoi? Suyoi? The only response she received was the sound of a heavy object making intimate contact with the floor. Suyoi! Suyoi fell flat on his face, purplish black traces slowly creeping onto his arm. Only then did Lind realize there was a circlet now around her neck. Had to unplug his limiter and use it on me to get me out, huh? Spouting stuff about following those beside you and already down for the count. Stupid show-off. Even as she grumbled about Suyoi, she propped him upright and looked for any climbing footholds within the cranium structures. At this moment, the sound of calling came from outside. Sue? Are you in there, Sue? This thing stopped moving. Are you alright? Lind! Let go. Suyoi and I are hurt. Ah, sorry, I got too excited. I'll get started with the treatment right away. DeLacy laboriously began running on her cheeks on the two. Damn, it feels icky even after going through something like that. What? No, nothing. Don't worry about it. Thank you, DeLacy. No need to be so courteous. Here, for you. Eh? You got your hands on the rights, Linny? Or was it Sue? Well, in any case, we have him now. At least we've got half of what we came for. Ah, the Haven system. You turn it on. Me and Suyo are going to be out of action a bit. Within the demolished sector, what agents remained settled idly upon the ruins. The great blood-red screen over the skies was no matter of them. They look about in disorientation, searching for something that would command them. A sky-reaching pillar of light spewed forth from the top of the great creation's head, crashing upon the crimson screen, dispersing it in all its entirety. That pillar was great and luminous, yet the agents knew not of its meaning. They only watched, staring this incandescent sight into their eyes, not unlike humans witnessing the power of a god. Deicide. All desires in this world are ephemeral.
出発するの？
イージスの盾起動。
Alright, we're at the final reaches of this event. Alright, alright. And we're gonna be fighting Judgment again. Oh no, we're fighting False God. Three layers. Okay, okay. Just in time for the next event. Ah, no! Please! At least give me... Let me do a little something else first. Please. Okay, so... Have you? Have you? We only have 5 people. Wonder how this is gonna work. I'll just do this then. Hopefully this is gonna work out.
ライブ配信開始。投げ銭よろしくね。
催促にして描く朝し週の一生白したり
False god, deplorable divinity, heavenfall, profane mark, shelful Hashem, delirious cry. Okay, okay. Don't know what any of that means, but let's do it.
イージスの盾起動所詮は長中まつぎ取るに足りませんね
There seems to be a response from the signal receiver. Lind might be nearby, but there are powerful sanctifiers ahead. Oh wait, what the heck? We've already found Lind. No time to worry about this. Press on the attack. Delacy and Lind have lost contact with Suyoi. Right now the entire sector is like a deserted island, and Suyoi is the only traveler on it. What a terrible mission to go through. Keep searching and obtain an abandoned function card. It's a good one. Defense field. Not terrible. The surroundings are filled with some kind of strange electronic disruption, and advancing is difficult. Perhaps there's a solution. Use the parts the agents gave us. Not enough. No, we don't need these. Oh no. Heal. Oh, jeez. Get out of the way. Oh crap. Everyone's taking entropy damage. No good. Get out. Oh no. You move back. Panic. Healing outpost by 40% when the healed target has a shield. Structural embrittlement.
よかった皆さんご無事ですね 前方に敵を発見しました
「
But yeah,
しょうもな
the next event seems like it's gonna be pretty long, so I won't be able to do it in one try. I'll have to do 2 at least. Well, somehow I managed to do this one in 2, so that's good.
イージスの盾起動氷の玉塊にな催促にして学朝し衆の一生白したり前方に敵を発見しました 皆様
Jeez.
そ
Oh
んな
crap!
弦が
What the?
最後まで完走でき前方に敵を発見しました
No good. No good at all. I can't believe I got knocked out. You? Nope,
申し訳あ
no.
りませんそんな見せてもらおうか
マジ最悪
What? Oh my goodness.
開幕をお見逃しなく
This is ridiculous. Panic. This hasn't happened before. But that's why I'm doing it, the challenge mission. I can't.
はあしょうもな
They all get stunned when they do that. Oh my goodness. This is the worst. Raise behavior targets for their charging at them. Do concussion. Want concussion. Let's do this. Knock from the back. Yeah, take concussion. We're gonna buy stuff. Fragile label, take that. Bastion building. There's target, okay. Store everyone's HP. Oh great, I hope we don't die again. That would be terrible.
皆様開幕をお見逃しなく
We are not doing that much. Oh god, please let me out. Oh god,
ターゲット
don't let her die.
神経ネットワークそんな
Oh,
弦が最後まで完走でき見せてもらおうかこの雑魚どもの性能とやらを
like actually fuck off.
必殺キーボードクラッシュ
Oh my god. Please die. Oh my god, please die. Oh no. For you. Panic. Panic. This isn't even the last fight. This isn't even the last fight.
はあしょうもな
Oh jeez.
ライブ配信開始。
交流玉塊に泣く形相所詮は長中まつぎ取るに足りませんね
Defense field, okay. Okay. All scouts attack hash rate 10%. That's still not, it's not that much. It's not that much of an improvement.
起動交流玉塊に泣く
Oh. I panic every time the boss does that move. Every single time.
ライブ配信開始。投げ銭よろしくね。はあ、しょうもな。
Start a battle, medics heal the last with Take it. Create a function card. Take this. Create that again. Okay, we got 2 constructs now, so we should be able to do some decent damage. Cybernetic Scorch. Okay, we're good. No more panicking. We got this. We got this. No more panicking. Absolutely no panicking allowed. In function card, action computations. No, we don't want that. Should probably be this one. Right, when guards recover HP, all allies will gain HP shield. Yeah, we want that. Alright. So you go there, you go there. This is okay. This is fine.
ライブ配信開始。投げ銭よろしくね。必殺キーボードクラッシュ。
Oh, we almost... Not good enough. Blast him quick. I think the boss got interrupted. Let's go for the final one again.
前方に敵を発見しました
必殺キーボードクラッシュ。
Yeah, this boss is nothing. We're good. Oh gosh. Oh god, that hurts. That hurts. Oh god, that hurts.
ターゲットロックオン神経ネットワーク申し訳ありません
Oh god, that hurts.
そんな弦が最後まで完走で
Okay, just die already. Just die already. Okay. I think that was the last battle. I think that was the last battle in this event. Whew, finally. Part 13. Phase 2. Wait, what? No, please, no more. There's still these challenge missions, but I don't want to do them. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do these challenge missions. Part 13, Deflection. Changing the way one thinks is not an instantaneous process. Only when the heart is moved do people realize the flaws in the views they have taken for granted. The day after, the admin center. Oh hey, looks like they got everything fixed. IT department did a good job. Lind walked out of the temple, now repurposed for the lodging of injured agents. DeLacy sat at the temple step, gazing absently into the distance. Ah, crap, I gotta sneeze. It's not sneezing, and now it's gone. Don't you just hate it when that happens, when you gotta sneeze but you can't sneeze it out? So you wait for the sneeze to come, but it never comes back. But there's still that little bit of irritation that's like lingering. A reminder of the sneeze you never got. A phantom pain, as it were. Rare for you to not be working. DeLacy? Oh, sorry. You're up, Lind? What are you looking at? Lind pulled up a chair, sitting down next to her. Following DeLacy's sight, she laid her eyes upon the husk that remained of the hulking creation in the midst of the ruins. At that very moment, many agents of the sector scrambled about the husk. I'm watching them clean up the aftermath. Those agents are looking for those among them who were eaten yesterday in those ruins. You know I'm not good at talking away at other people's problems, DeLacy. You and Tsuyoi did well yesterday, you know. Deaths were inevitable. No, that's not what I'm thinking about, Linny. I'm thinking about how they changed. Yesterday, they were a bunch of apathetic and uncaring fanatics. No matter if they were crippled or on the verge of death, they wouldn't blink an eye. But today they've gone so as far as to look for parts of their bygone companions. Isn't that the good type of change? You've helped them, opened their eyes. They've come to know the concept of treasuring their friends. Isn't that what you wanted? That's where the question lies, Linny. Is it really me who caused that change? No. No way. With the outcome I imagined, there would have never been an option for them to sacrifice themselves. I just wanted to save everyone. That's why, even if we managed to stop that thing yesterday, I'm still so sad. Angry, even. After I settled down today and had a good think, I realized that they were right. Without their sacrifices, we really would have fallen at the last step there. Don't even speak of stopping that catastrophe. Even getting out of the sector would have been a pipe dream. But you know the way I am. I'm not some utilitarian awakening a crowd of agents for some supposed truth or ideal, and then drive them along to their deaths. I suppose the most important thing is that it all ended well. Am I wrong, Linny? Is it so ludicrous to wish for everyone to live? Lynn gazed at DeLacy, who was still at odds with herself. A few words came to the tip of her tongue, but she swallowed them down. You're thinking way too much about those whatchamacallits. Fact of the matter is that you saved them, and they paid you back. Everyone's a winner. Lynn took DeLacy's hand into hers, articulating each and every word, and then, dejectedly, let loose. Is what I would like to say, DeLacy. I'd have hoped to somehow enlighten you. But truth be told, I don't know either. I don't even know if what I persist in is right or wrong. Suyoi told me that if I was lost, I should follow those beside me. But if one day my companions lose their way as well? What if the day comes where we are all lost? If we're all lost, then we look for other companions. When'd you wake up, Sue? Up and running about already? DeLacy stood up hastily, intending to check up on Suyoi's condition, but his firm hand pushes her back onto her seat. No single person can know right or wrong when choices are to be made. I'm no different, even if I ask you to follow my lead. Whether we are right or wrong, the Guardians walk forward together. We are not just 2 or 3, we're a band. We must trust in each other, DeLacy, just like what you asked me back in Copley. Suyoi looked at the two in front of him, both seemingly delving into thought. He knew well that some problems which weigh heavily on the mind are seldom dispelled by mere words. Even if he himself could only come to an understanding with his own compulsions after much trouble. Give yourself all the time you need. If you save these questions for when we get back, we'll have more work on our hands. As those words were spoken, an agent jogged towards the three. The recycling process has been largely completed. Here is a summary of the Ascension Sector's current circumstances. Please take a look. Has Elau not been reset? Not yet, Mr. Lacey. Resetting an administrator requires a great amount of operands, and the Ascension Sector currently does not have such reserves available. Additionally, you still hold the administrative rights. I can give them back. And with the administrative rights goes the Haven system. But I know what you're thinking. Isn't it underhanded or exploitative to claim the administrative rights in a time of peril like this? But you must think of what's on state. On what state the sector would end up without our help. Besides, our goal here isn't to monopolize the administrative rights to further our own goals, but to cooperate. Don't forget why we came here. You're right. I've already made contact with the garrison of Arcadia, and will be responsible for the affairs here at Ascension temporarily. In any case, we'll have to wait until the battalion comes marching in. Got it. Let's get to work. Especially you, Lind, don't you play dead. We have preparations to make, and the Sanctifiers could make their return at any time. But I'm still patient. Patients don't have time to ponder the conundrums of life, and your neural systems are perfectly healthy. Come with me. Before the rest of our people get here, you're not allowed to leave me or DeLacy's sight. DeLacy? Linny, be good. Come on, stand up. We'll go together. Lynn stared for a second at the hand DeLacy's extended. She had always been good at leading people forward, whether it be now or in the past. The path ahead may be hazy and ambiguous, but it brings comfort nonetheless. Come with me, Lind. It was the same back then, when she shook the hand Knot gave her, or rather, that's where the habit started. So I'm supposed to grab your hand like that, huh? What was that, Linny? Oh, nothing. Lynn patted herself down, putting her hands on her knees and rising to her full height. Let's go. Now what's this? Part 14 policy. Different worldviews, different paths. Several days later, Ascension Sector. First Copley, now Ascension. Your recent ventures are nothing short of thrilling. Any thoughts, Suyoi? I'd much prefer it if I didn't have these experiences. Don't say that. You don't get these chances often. So have you located the target? No, we ran the scan over each and every agent in the sector, but we had no hints. Ah, within expectations, but unfortunate nonetheless. Sorry, boss. My mistake. Relax. By your reports, the sector's administrator is yet to be reset, and is in a state of chaos. Yes, before you arrived, we didn't dare use the operands available to us. Reset her then. Arcadia can continue to offer protection for them in negotiations over the administrative rights. Even if there's no target there, we cannot sit by and leave. We cannot sit by and leave these agents to their own devices. The Sanctifiers will not be merciful. Of course, in return, we'll need a certain amount of repayment. Understood. With Suyoi making his exit, the room's occupancy was reduced to 1 yet again. From creating a human to a god. What a fascinating transformation of thought. That reminds me, if we cannot find one, then why should we not make one? Thankfully, you lot owe me quite a few favors. Reverse Babylon Tower. Golden effulgence ebbed in and out of the world's breath. As Forrest sat at the temple's highest point, immersed in thought.
Reporting. Border Battlefront communications incoming.
Put it through. The Sanctifier opened its outer shell. A black goat leaped out from within, perching on top of the Sanctifier's head.
Establishing special communications channel. Incoming signal. Border Battlefront Communication Command Center.
Long time no see, Hesperus. What has occurred in Tartarus?
The occurrence is not at the front line. It's right in front of you, behind our lines.
What's the matter?
The details will be with judgment upon their return to the Reverse Babylon Tower. I'm here to inform you of 2 things. 1. A sector-level irregular agent has appeared in the Ascension sector and is associated with entropy.
I was not informed, but if you say so, I shall dispatch forces immediately.
No need. I have instructed judgment to initiate the reset process.
Hesperus, like I said before, we cannot be this uncouth.
Save that for when you don't need me to clean up behind you.
Apologies. I am to blame for that? What of the second article?
I'm not finished with number 1 yet. I initiated the reset, but the sector reset failed. You know what that means.
I'm aware.
2. The sector-level irregular agent in the Ascension sector is not only associated with entropy, but is also a greater result of the actions of a certain greater sanctifier, much favored by you.
A.S. Forrest's countenance grew grim. Hesperus, those are harsh words.
The evidence is with judgment. I will leave interrogation and the dealings after to you.
Connect with the room of cogitations.
Connecting to the room of cogitations. Error. Error. Reporting. The room of cogitations has been severed from the core of a reverse Babylon Tower. It would appear that interrogation is no longer necessary. As Forrest, I know that you always seek to walk the path of clemency, to strive for alteration and acceptance. But you must not let your guard down and forget the lessons learnt in ages past. Eucharist is a greater sanctifier. How long has it been since the Reverse Babylon Tower produced an apostate greater sanctifier? This far behind the front line, too.
I will deal with this matter appropriately. I will personally cleanse the Eucharist. Hesperus met eyes with Euphorus. Hesperus met eyes with Euphorus for a longer period, expressionless.
You've disappointed them. Do not allow it again. Special communications channel closed.
As Forrest reclined in his seat, brows tightening. Broadcast a first-class sanctifier decree. Revise Eucharist identification to hostile, and list Eucharist's capture as the foremost priority of the inspector squads.
Command received. Processing broadcast.
Aberrance's chain. End. Okay. Oh, that was a long event. It took what? 2 tries?
夜空に見える銀河って
Oh boy.
マ
Oh
グマに
boy.
すごく似てる
I need a big
キラキラ
stretch.
で
That was a lot of
流れてて
reading. 3 hours of just
燃えて
non-stop
るよう
reading.
な感じが
Oh my goodness. Alright, so that was Aberrance's chain. Long event. Very long event. And I imagine that Klukai's event is going to take just as long, but I don't have that much time. So I'll probably do it sometime this week. Or maybe this Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. But I want to get it done as quickly as possible. Maybe just a book. Yeah. Mika team, why don't you just write a book at this point? Not a book, but like a book series. Every event would be its own book.
私またぼーっとしてた
Like, what was it? Continuum Turbulence had as many words as the New Testament or something? Some of the events are just so ridiculously wordy. But yeah, they're always well done, you know? They start kind of slow, they do a neat little build up, they put in mysteries, and then they give you like, you know, they lead things on with foreshadowing, and you think you got it, and you were kind of right, except it was something even more than that. I was like, yeah, they're gonna make a human. Nope, they're not making human, they're making a god. This stuff is nice. And then you had stuff like with Lind, and you thought, okay, maybe she was just trying to save people by
自分が終焉を
sacrificing
迎え
herself,
る
but
前に
no,
やりたいこ
it
とが
was
ある
just a
の
selfish
長い旅の中
it was just a
あなたに
selfish
会え
wish
て
to
本当によかった
revive an old friend.
私にとって特別であるあなたに
These are
こ
good
れからももっ
storylines.
と
I really
い
do.
ろいろなことを見せてほしい
I can't get over how good they are.
その代わり
I really can't.
旅の終わりで
This
見
isn't
た
the
こ
sort
と
of
の
thing
ない景色を
you would expect from
あ
a
なたに見せてあ
from
げ
a
るから
gacha game. But yet here we are. Here we are, and we will continue doing this sort of thing. It's not the sort of, how would I say it? It doesn't have the sort of, you know, fun and glory of things like, I don't know, Honkai, Genshin, or like even Nikkei with like the bunny stuff and all the titillation. I know the
寂しいの
not the titty event, the bunny
私が
event
一緒にいてあげる
had like some really close like personal stuff with like the, you know, the whoa and the whoa. But I don't know, that's not really my thing. I like to hear interesting plot lines, interesting character motivations, and you know, I like the twists and turns, you know, because I grew up Code Geass is one of my favorite anime, right? Written by writer Okoichi. I forget what his first name is. But yeah, writer by Okoichi, the same writer who's doing the current Gundam show, Witch from Mercury, and he likes to put twists and turns into every single episode, and it's amazing. This is what I live for. Okay, this is just what I enjoy. But anyways, I don't have any further plans. I don't have any further plans. Today is Sunday. I don't think I'll be available on Tuesday. In fact, Okay, Hatsu, shut up. I'm trying to speak right now. I don't have any further plans because on Tuesday I'm going to be seeing the witch doctor, and we might be doing some things that will make me unable to speak. And I don't know yet. I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to continue speaking.
ごめんなさい。
But in the case that
私またぼーっと
shut up,
してた。
Hatsu. In the case that I can't speak after Tuesday, then I'll basically be away, right? And I'll be leaving her for Offkai on the 14th. So I guess what I'll do is I'll try to do some streams tomorrow and the day after. I'm not sure if those will be, Klukai's event here on YouTube or if I do something else on Twitch. But, in case I don't, I'm gonna post these on my Twitter page. I'm gonna post it on my Twitter page. Right? It's right here, twitter.com/YatanoHakuya. Please do check there for any of my future streams. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm still figuring it out. And please do bear with me. It's a little bit hectic with all these witch doctor appointments. And I'll be traveling afterwards to Offkai. Forgive me for my lack of consistency. But anyways, I hope everyone had a lot of fun during this stream. I know I certainly did. And I will be seeing you hopefully tomorrow. Alright. Otsukare. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.